Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. You're looking at the M41 HMC, that's the M41 howitzer motor carriage. This is the Tier 5 American SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Prokhorovka, and this one is under the command of 73north of the WTWW clan. Game on! Well, it's a Tier 5 Arty in a Tier 7 game, so he's got plenty of opportunity to earn extra XP in this one. This Arty is a victim of the nerf that actually happened to the M44 when Wargaming decided they were going to nerf the M44. They had to nerf the M41 because basically the stock gun on this Arty is the same gun on the M44. So yeah, a bit of a problem there. They had to nerf both at the same time. 550 Alpha used to have, now it only has 500. There you go. 38mm pen, 6.7 meters on the burst radius, and a stun duration of 6.24 seconds to 10.4. Now he's looking for targets up on hill to start with. Okay, he's got somebody. It's an T3485, the standard variety, not the premium one. Oh, and he was directly on a Type 58 at that moment. But of course, you've got to give a bit of lead to the target if you want to try and hit it. Now, he's did that, and he got 12 hit points of splash on the T1 Heavy. Yeah, the amount of lead you actually have to give varies between the speed of the vehicle and how far away you've got to actually shoot. You should, by rights, you should take into account the 1.7 flight time and think, well, how long, how far is the enemy tank going to move in that 1.7 seconds? And that's how much lead you should give. It's something you get your eye in on after a period of time. So it's something you develop as you play Arty. You then get the lead right every time. And the best way to do it is actually to aim ahead of the target to try and work out where its path is, where it's going to go through, and you aim in and dial in on that target ahead of it, and then just let the vehicle get close to the aim point, and as soon as you think it's about to go through, that's when you fire. And he did that there. He actually worked out the path of the T3485, and he drove up to the aim point, and of course he then fired the shell as it was about to go through. Now he's got 3 tanks there together, which is a very bad move for the enemy because they shouldn't ever get 2 or 3 tanks together because it just makes a much better target. Now he fired blind there. It wasn't fully dialed in when he did fire, but he did see the possibility of hitting more than 1 tank at the same time, and I think he's just changed his position slightly. Okay, the standard reload for this Arty is 23.97 seconds. He's got 23.43. A round's out. And that's a direct hit. Wow, that was a good one. And it wasn't on the aim point. It actually veered to the right, but he still hit the target. Now, the M41 was also known as the Gorilla. And in fact, at the end of the Second World War, they took some into storage. And after they'd used them in the Korean War, they actually gave a lot of them to the French. They originally ordered 250 of the M41, but in the end they actually only received 85. They cancelled the contracts because they didn't need them anymore. They had enough Arty with all the M7s and the other tanks that they actually produced. Or the M7 Priests were enough actually for the time being. That KV2 is taking a fair bit of damage, but he's dialed in ahead of his path. You just can't see him at the moment. If he comes back into sight, I think he's actually sitting behind that building. But these guys are out in the open, so he's moved over very carefully to adjust the aim, trying to get that little red line to appear over the tank. That means the tank is obstructing the field of fire. Oh, that's a good one. 190 hit points from that. Now, it used to be in the past that if you wanted to go up a particular Arty line, you had to start with the tier 2s and make your way all the way to the top. But now, of course, Wargaming's changed that, so you only need to get the tier 5 if you've got an equivalent tier 5 American vehicle. And he's just managed to get another good hit, and he got stun assist when the T-34-85 went down. The KV-2 still hasn't appeared, which means he's probably in those bushes there. Or is he? No, he's not. He actually sneaked up, and unfortunately, he just killed our IS. And our shell just went zip straight past him. Well, despite the fact that the scores are fairly even, not quite, we've got one up on the enemy. Most of the tanks on the west side of the map haven't moved forward. They're actually fairly static over there. And we are doing well on the east side of the map because that's where the enemy is suffering. I have a feeling if our guys on top of the hill actually now did push into enemy territory, they find out that the enemy has actually almost been deleted on that side. In fact, that's what they're doing. In fact, our tank destroyer is moving. I'm not sure which one it is, but I think it might be the Burza. Or is it one of the others? It's actually an E25. Okay, and he has received fire, so he is under fire. IS gets splash. The E25 was under fire. He did lose some hit points right at the end when he went into the river, and he's static there now. So somebody is guarding that side of the map. Now, if we're to help that E25, we might need to give him a bit of help. He's indicating on the minimap he thinks there's an enemy in grid square A0. I don't think it's their Arty, because I saw the tracer from the enemy Fifi, which is the 105 FH18B2, come from over on the west side of the map. And in fact, actually, there is a tank destroyer in A0 now. They've just seen him. We don't know which one it is, but we know he's over there. In the meantime, a Sture Mill's been spotted on the west side. He's gone. And now we've got that BZ-58. Now he's looking over the top of the railway line, trying to get sights on the E25, who's sneaking up on... Oh, in fact, the enemy tank destroyer in A0 has been taken out. Whilst we were looking at the BZ and the Sture Mill, he got wiped out. And that's another good hit, 188. You get 27 rounds of ammunition in the M41, so you get plenty. More than enough for the battle. Some Arty you can actually run short on ammunition. This is not one of them. Rounds out in the BZ-58. It's going to run short. Yep. But it did get some stun. And he is taking fire from one of our guys up on top of the hill. I think it's the Cromwell B who's firing down on him. And the E25 is there. Of course, the E25's got a 75mm, but a fast-firing one. He should be able to take out the BZ with premium rounds. Rounds out. Oh, he got him before we could land our shells, so we didn't get anything out of that. But we do have the east side of the map now. Everywhere east of the railway line is ours. And now 73 can actually focus on the west side of the map. In fact, the enemy is now starting to fall. The Nashorn just went down. Our Zanimaica got him. And we've got a Semavente. In fact, we've got two tanks together here. A Burza and a Semavente. And the enemy Arty's just been spotted next to the railway line with a proximity shot. We're going for the Burza. Okay, we hit the tracks. The IS, well, he's up close to the center line. If we were to hit him, our KV-1SA might be able to take advantage. There's only 3 enemy left. The IS is about to get hit by our guys from behind. Oh, good shot! And we got stun assist. He hit the guy just at the right moment, just when the M2Y got the kill shot. There's only 2 enemy remaining, a Burza and a Zanimaica. And there's one of them. The Sunny Micah rounds out. Well, we got some splash, 72, and we're getting loads of stun assist off this one as well. Unfortunately, we did lose our Achilles, but there goes the buzzer, and now the Sunny Micah's gone, and that is the end of the game. Well, that was an impressive battle by 73north of the WTWW clan in the M41 HMC. It was impressive because he got his first ace tanker in that one. Yep, he's got the ace, and you can see it's the first one because he's got scrolls underneath, and you only get that the first time. He also managed to get a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this game. He got 9. And he also got a Confederate medal because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. In fact, he didn't get a single kill, but that actually helped him to get the medal. So very well done on that. His win rate from the game, 1,616, which is very good. It's not a high score, but that's down to the fact that he wasn't actually collecting a lot of damage, but he was collecting stun assist, and that made the difference to get him that ace. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in this game actually went to the IKV-90B on the enemy team. 2,320 hit points of damage, but it wasn't 20%, and it didn't get him a high caliber. Second highest damage went to the E25 with 2,056. And the third highest damage, well, that went to the Cromwell B. Sitting up on top of the hill, he was pot-shotting at the enemy tanks that the E25 was finding for him. He got 1,617. We can see 73north got 1,075 hit points, which is a little way down the table, but it's better than all but 2 of the enemy team and 4 on his own, which means he's in 7th place when it came to damage. When it came to kills, though, he was a little further down because he didn't get any kills at all. The high scorers being the KV-1SA, the P43 Biz, both with 3 kills. 2 kills went to the E25, the Sunny Micah, and the M2Y. And the enemy team, they, well, those that did get a kill only got 1. So, yes, unfortunately, their team wasn't that great. But when it came to base XP, he's a lot higher. 73north got 760 in 3rd place. The top scorer being the E25 with 1,031. I think that was down to the fact that he was spotting for the team. And he did get 1,305 hit points of spotting assist in that one. And you can see a high win rate, so did a lot of damage. And in 2nd place, the Cromwell B, who was actually acting on that spotting, and he got 815. And in 3rd place, there's 73north with 760. He fired 16 rounds, which is quite a lot for an M41. He got 6 direct hits and no penetrations, but he did get 14 splash. His accuracy was very good, actually. I was impressed because a lot of the shells were going exactly where they would do some damage. Even if they weren't actually scoring a big hit, they were stunning the enemy, and his teammates were acting on that stun. 1,075 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. Damaged 8 of the enemy, didn't get any kills. There's the Confederate. 390 hit points of damage assist and 789 hit points of stun assist of 13 stuns. On a free-to-play account, he actually made a profit of 16,723 credits, and he also took away 1,520 experience points as well. But best of all is he took away a first ace tanker. So congratulations to 73north for breaking your duck. Everyone, when they get their first ace in a tank, they're starting to twig exactly how powerful it can be. But now, of course, it's the long slog to get those 3 marks on the barrel. The good news is that a lot of people, once they've got the M41, they move up to the M44. Or if they've got the M41 and they've got enough XP, they'll unleash the M44 and then move up to that one very quickly. Which means that it's fairly easy to get ace tankers on the M41 once you've got the skill, once you've got the ability. And also to 3 market, it should be fairly easy for you to do that as well, because of course very few people are playing it, except when they're starting in the American line. So do persist with the M41, because although it is difficult to play, it does have a very nice footprint in terms of that 500 alpha if you can pen. And of course, it will see tier 4 games if you're lucky, if you get the right matchmaking. And of course, it should be able to punch through the armor of a tier 4 tank. tier 4 lights, tier 4 tank destroyers, should be able to take those out of the game. I hope you all enjoyed that replay. Congratulations to 73north for his first ace. If you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.